Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. The family of a Prince George's man left paralyzed from the neck down after a 2019 police traffic stop in Oxon Hill reaches a $7.5 million settlement in the case. You may recall 24-year-old DeMonte Ward Blake was handcuffed when Corporal Brian Strong took him to the ground, breaking vertebrae in his neck and spine. His family filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against the county and Corporal Strong last year.
We thank County Executive Angela Alsobrooks for doing the right thing by approving this historic settlement and providing DeMonte's mother, Renee, with civil justice. However, no financial settlement will ever undo the hurt, the pain, the heartache that she and DeMonte had to endure.
We just need to have our voices heard, and it's really sad this have to keep going on and on for Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, all the cases that went on for all across the world is still going on for police brutality. Our voices need to be heard, and it's sad.
Now, last year, Strong was convicted of second-degree assault. In a statement, County Executive Alsobrooks said that the county has answered its liability in regards to the injury. DeMonte Ward Blake died in an unrelated District Heights shooting in 2021. Well, Maryland's longtime elections director announces her retirement. Linda Lamone is the second longest serving chief elections official in the nation. Lamone was first named to head the agency by Governor Paris Glendening in 1997. She's credited with overseeing the uniform modernization of voting machines statewide, the centralization of control of local board operations, and the revamping of the state election code, among other things. Lamone notified State Board of Elections yesterday. Here's some of what she had to say.
I have thoroughly enjoyed working with so many talented and dedicated people to help shape election policy at the state and national level. We've worked tirelessly to conduct numerous successful elections, each one with its challenges. There were new systems to implement, new procedures to expand access to the electoral process, to develop and administer and election systems and data to protect in response to cyber threats. And through it all, we were steadfast in our commitment to protecting the integrity of our electoral process and safeguarding the right and ability of all eligible voters to cast their ballots.
And Lamone said she would be retiring this summer, but did not give a specific date. Well, a Senate committee votes to confirm the nominee for Maryland State Police Superintendent. The Executive Nomination Committee's recommendation for retired Lieutenant Colonel Roland Butler means it now goes to the full Senate for confirmation. Butler would become the first black superintendent in the agency's history if confirmed, but many Prince George's lawmakers have voiced concerns about him, including Senators Jim Rosapep and Malcolm Augustine, who dissented on the vote. Butler will be required to report progress on minority promotions and other issues if confirmed by the Senate. A grand jury has returned an 80-count indictment against the disgraced former mayor of College Park. Patrick Woyan has been indicted on 40 counts of possessing child porn and 40 counts of intent to distribute. Woyan was arrested and booked on child porn charges earlier this month. The 47-year-old abruptly resigned as mayor after serving the city since 2015. Well, the NFL player who went into cardiac arrest during a football game this year speaks to Congress about improving access to AEDs. Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin is calling for the passage of the Access to the AEDs Act. The bill would increase training and availability of AEDs at schools. Now, it would also give grant money to schools to purchase the equipment.
Schools that have AEDs, their survival rate for the children from sudden cardiac arrest is 7 times higher. The Access to AEDs Act will help ensure that schools are just as prepared and trained to respond in a time of crisis as those on the sideline of an NFL game. And it will also support the purchase of AEDs for schools and help create cardiac emergency response plans. The bill was introduced in the House yesterday.
Well, the wait is over, baseball fans. The 2023 MLB season is upon us. Fans from Washington, Baltimore, New York, and all over are looking to watch their team start the season off with a W. We spoke with fans at Nats Park about their excitement for a new season.
Well, I'm just excited for baseball. Came up from Atlanta in order to see the Braves play the Nats. And I just think it's a great day. It just signals a change in spirit, a change of season. And I'm really excited.
Love opening day. After we haven't been for the last couple of years because of COVID, but I've been to probably 10 out of the last 15-year opening days. Love it.
And we'll have much more on the beginning of the season coming up with Simon Buggs in sports. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. Coming up, a NASA astronaut does a meet and greet at Duval High School. We'll have the story after the break. Stay with us.
It seems like leaders were destined to be so. Born with confidence, blessed with talent, graced with wisdom. That's how they might seem, but it's not how they're made. Leadership takes practice and discipline and critical thinking. It's not a gift, it's a choice. And it starts here. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
Welcome back. Well, we have an update tonight about the elderly woman killed in the crossfire of a shootout in Capitol Heights. Police have identified the victim as 62-year-old Lydia Chinchilla de Carrillo of El Salvador. Chinchilla de Carrillo was visiting family when she was shot Tuesday night in the 600 block of Drum Avenue around 9 p.m. She was rushed to a hospital but pronounced dead a short time later. There is a $25,000 reward for anyone with information that could lead to an arrest and indictment. Police ask that you call 301-516-2512. Well, Duval High School students receive a special visit today from one of NASA's own. Astronaut Kjell Lindgren began working for the space agency in 2007. In 2009, he was one of 9 astronaut candidates chosen out of 3,500 applicants. Dr. Lindgren then launched to space, the space station, in 2015. Born in Taiwan to a Taiwanese mother and American father in the U.S. Air Force, Lindgren says he recognizes the need for more diversity in the aerospace industry.
We want to reach out into communities and bring the best and brightest to NASA to help us explore and want to make sure that all communities are equipped to be able to pursue their dreams. And so to be here and to see the diverse population here and the opportunities that are available to them, but they are creating for themselves through hard work. It's awesome to see, and I'm excited to see students from here come join us to explore at NASA.
And Lindgren has received numerous degrees, including a doctorate in medicine. He also minored in Mandarin Chinese at the Air Force Academy. Well, they were one of the earliest documented free black families who owned land on Maryland's eastern shore. Coming up tomorrow, we'll tell you about an archaeological dig that's netted tens of thousands of artifacts on land originally owned by the Freeman family. Organizers say they hope the work will contribute to a wider understanding of the African-American experience prior to the Civil War.
We can look at some of the newer material that's coming out of our excavation here. When 108 Talbot was a tenant house, you can see an 1890s toy stove and then an 1890s seltzer bottle and some early glass marbles. This is some of the newer material that we're collecting. Exciting finds are painted plaster, so we're able to even tell a little bit about what colors may have been on the inside of the early residence here.
And be sure to tune in tomorrow for the full story. Well, the Bowie Center for the Performing Arts has a huge event planned for this Saturday. It's the center's first annual Arts Festival and Gala. The fun kicks off at 11 a.m. with a free festival full of arts and crafts vendors. Members of the Bowie Bay Sox are also going to be there, along with food trucks.
And to keep it kind of a festival atmosphere, we're going to keep the doors open so people can walk in and walk out. And I'm sure that's not something that the performers are used to, but they have been warned. We have a dance group, Oscar Hawkins O Ballet, coming down from Baltimore. They've used this facility a lot. In the lobby, all of those organizations will have tables to hand out information, you know, if you're interested in being involved in the arts in any way. We have an Arts and Education Gala in the evening, which starts at 6:30 p.m., where we'll be promoting the importance of arts in education, why it's important for young people to have a place to go, to actually have face-to-face interaction, to learn how to cooperate with each other face-to-face.
And there is a cost for the gala. The host for the evening event is Autumn Joy, who has a show here at CTV. Still to come, baseball talk with Simon Buggs on your Thursday Sports Page report. Stay with us.
Hey there, sports fans, the day has come. Nationals Open Day is finally here. I'll talk to some fans that gave their thoughts and hopes on what the Nats can accomplish in 2023. Don't go anywhere, you don't want to miss it. It's an exciting time for Nats fans as the start of the regular season is finally here. Fans are pouring into Nationals Park to watch their team try and start the season off strong. The Nationals take on the Braves today, and fans give their thoughts on whether or not they believe the team can come out on top.
I think they'll at least win one of these games, but hopefully they will at least take 2 of the 3.
The Nationals haven't made the playoffs since the 2019 season when they won the World Series, and fans talk about how whether or not they believe the team can make the playoffs this year.
I think possibly. I mean, hopefully, you know, they got a lot of new people, fresh players, so you never know.
I don't think they will, not this season.
But one thing fans are hopeful for this year is the Nats correcting their inconsistencies of pitching as well as hitting.
Hopefully starting pitching is a big glaring thing on me. I know we picked up one. Hopefully Corbin can step up too and become a better pitcher that we were paying for. So hopefully he can be the player we need. And there's some of these other young pitchers we got we got in trades and all. Hopefully they'll come up and maybe got a little bit better fielders out there too. That they'll step up.
Hitting. Pitching, I think, will be okay, and I think they have to improve on the offensive side of the baseball.
From Nationals Park, Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
All right, thanks, Simon. And that is CTV News for now. I'm Patricia Vallone. Have a great night.
Welcome to National Park, man. It's gonna be a fun day in the park.
The symptoms started around 2011, going through different doctors, a lot of misdiagnosis.
I struggle with tremors, double vision, brain fog, and chronic pain.
I picture myself being in this place and everything being out of reach. The MS is getting worse, and I'm still just stuck in this little body.
Primary progressive MS. It's comparable to a house where things aren't working as they should. It's not something you could sleep off. You wake up, it's still there.
When you hear about a cure, it brings that hope back.
It would mean to my kids that they get their mom back.
And people would be saying, hey, remember MS? You know what that is?
If no one would have to ever experience this, it would just change the world.